Libroski, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So first of all, fist bump to all of my Libroskis out there. What's good? What's in the hood? I got so excited. So dear Libra, today I'm going to be doing your reading from June 22nd to the 30th. This will be a general reading. It may resonate with you, it may not. This is a very thick deck, brand new. Oh, Miguel! It's okay, I've handled thicker things than this, so I'm saying. So, in this reading, dear Libroski, I'm going to be taking a look at your main challenge, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice. By the way, I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 4:30. It's 4:43. It's going to be 4:44 soon. So I'm saying, okay? I'm saying it's going to be 4:44. So that might be a sign for you. Get what I'm saying? How you doing, cutie patootie? Libra, I want to say that I've seen your comments. Y'all just be vibing into the comments section. Do you catch my drift? It's giving Libra-licious, delicious, I'm saying. So let's see what's going on for my Libras. I love you guys so much and thank you for being here. So it's always a good time and a chill time with them Libros. Do you catch my drift? I know you do. So the reason why on my phone it's 2 minutes. This is exact, but that clock in front of me is 2 minutes behind, so that's why. Okay, enough talking, Arman. Let's get to the reading. These people got things to do, people to see, places to go. Enough talking, Arman. Okay. So Libroski, your challenge is the King of Pentacles. Look at that hot king. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, followed by the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So Libra, your challenge here has a lot to do with the King of Pentacles energy. Are you trying to find peace in a situation that there has been a heartbreak? Are you prenupping your peace? Prenup your peace. We talked about it on the membership site, right? Yesterday. So Libra, with the King of Pentacles, this is speaking about you finding peace in a situation in the middle of a chaos. There is something here that's been bothering you, okay? And the King of Pentacles is giving grounding yourself. You might be dealing also with an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm getting here Gemini. You have the Lovers in the future, Ace of Wands, iconic. Okay, could be dealing with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So we're going to clarify this and we're going to get more information because something here seems to really concern you big time. Now, in the recent past, you have the Six of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. Some of you were dealing with the twin flame in the recent past, this connection here that showed up with the Six of Cups. That's always an indicator of that. And I feel like that a lot of you felt a very strong spiritual connection when you met this person. It's like you have lived with this person multiple lifetimes. Children could have been a part of this connection. Very strong sexual, intimate connection here with the Ace of Wands. We're going to clarify this, but I do want to mention that with the Hanged Man, you know, a lot of times Hanged Man can mean that someone let go of something or someone just released something. It could also mean a delay, okay? So we're going to find out exactly what that meant in this connection. In the present moment, Libra, you have the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. So a lot of you seem to be really disappointed over the fact that there has been somebody has just said something to you that broke your heart and that disappointed you. There has been a conversation where it did not end well, and a lot of you are really disappointed, heartbroken, or just really in this place of like, you wanted to marry this person. Mega house, mega church, mega love. That's what you were seeking. And because it hasn't manifested or it hasn't come into fruition, it's been really hurting you a lot. So we're going to clarify this and we're going to get more information. In the near future, you have the Eight of Cups, Lovers, and the Page of Cups. You're going to decide. You're either going to walk away from this person or you're going to give them a chance. Because when I'm seeing here this juxtaposition, The Page of Cups is an apology, it's a confession, but also there is the Eight of Cups. Some of you may choose to disconnect and walk away, but you love this person a lot to just let them go and dismiss them. So that's why the Lovers is showing up. Now, the Emperor, you could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, that's what the Aries represents. Emperor here, Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, going back and forth in the Chariot could be a Cancer at the bottom of the deck. And the Fool. Okay, this has a lot to do with this new moon in Gemini. Venus, which is the planet of love and romance, relationships and romance, just moved into Leo until July 13th, and Mercury retrograde is happening. A lot of decisions to be made in regards to a brand new beginning. Okay, and you have the Tower at the bottom of the deck where you don't see coming. So there is a situation that I think this ending already has happened. The Tower moment already has happened. That's the timeline I'm picking up, and you are basically in the process of Libra going back and forth in your mind, and you're going to make up your mind, decide if you really want to give this person a chance or not, if you would really want to move forward with them or not. Almost you're mirroring this person's energy back to them, because they might have been going back and forth with you as well. So we're gonna find out and see what is it that you need to know. As a surprise, as a gift also, I'm gonna be pulling one oracle card at the end of this reading to see what's an important message. Every other sign has been loving those messages. So let's clarify. Public service announcement, I don't post readings on TikTok. Let me know. We're going to take them down. I only exist on YouTube, Instagram, in your hearts. And thank you for going ahead and hitting the like button as well and supporting the channel. So Libroski, let's get to the bottom of the root and see what is going on. So I gotta go and swim today. I at least want to swim 1 mile. 1.2 mile. I'm on a very strict schedule right now because I'm 4 weeks out until my first official Ironman in Idaho, Boise, okay, in July. So literally I'm on a tight schedule, bro. So I'm saying. So Libroski, and I gotta go on a bike ride with my Libra friend. So Croatian friend. King of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Wands, Judgment here, and the King of Pentacles again. So let me show you something. The King and the Queen showing up, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, Judgment, and the Six of Cups, and the goddamn Seven of Swords. Now you tell me what you think, girl. So I'm saying there has been a situation with this person from the past that trust issues started coming up, a lot of trust issues. And this could be someone that you either lived with or you were planning to get married. This person definitely has been in your house, or you have been in their house. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Now your challenge here has a lot to do with making a decision with the Judgment, right? Calling upon the Judgment. You're having a realization in regards to this person, okay? This is about a very strong connection that you have, and I think that you have been thinking about whether to end this connection with this person for a long time, girl. So I'm saying even before I was born. So that's like before 2000, right? So for many of you, you've been really doing this deep thinking within you. I think this is all about, I'm seeing here a group of and a collective of Libras who are protecting their peace at all costs. Like you just want to maintain your peace. You know what I'm saying? So you are at a place right now, Libra, where you're like, I need to make a decision moving forward. Some of you could say, I'm detaching, I'm releasing, leaving up to the universe, whatever happens, happens. I'm not like forcing anything. You are basically prenupping your peace, right? You are making an agreement. You're signing a contract where Libra wants to maintain their peace above everything else. And trust me, having a peaceful life and a day and a regulated nervous system is definitely worth more than millions. People have a lot of money, have a lot of things out there, but they don't have peace. Get what I'm saying? You can have it all, but peace is important. So if you are fighting in your mind and battling what to do with this connection here, I see here you're going to end up making one of the other decisions, whether walk away or give them a chance. We're going to find out, because I see here you being really hurt, right? That's why the Three of Swords here is showing up in your reading. So let's talk about the Six of Cups here for you. Definitely a past connection. Use your discernment. Maybe a twin flame, may not be. So in the recent past, Six of Cups is clarified by the Sun, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. I don't do reversals, but I'm just going to go with this right now. The Sun, could have dealt with the Leo. That's what the Leo represents here. And the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. A lot of you, I think it was very difficult to let go of this person, to release them. Okay, so with the Four of Pentacles here being in reverse, it's telling me that it was a challenge with the Seven of Wands to let go of this connection. No matter how many times you try to let them go, they came back into your life. They either texted you, messaged you, or showed up, maybe with some kind of an apology here. I see here with the Sun, there was a lot of playful energy, a lot of happiness with this person. Wheel of Fortune, many of you realized that this person was definitely part of your destiny. And a lot of signs and synchronicities confirmed for you in terms of why is it that this person came into your life. And that's a very personal realization that many of you have, and you're more than welcome to share them in the comments. Why did this person come into your life, and what has it taught you? So, Hangman in the recent past, some of you started really having a major epiphany and realization. Hangman is clarified by the Tower. That's a realization, the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune, and the World at the bottom. Hold on. I am more than happy to share something really specific about the Tower. You also might be one of those signs that eat towers for breakfast, lunch, and little snacks. But there is something very powerful about the Tower, Libra. This is about your spirituality, the crown chakra. That crown that's on top of the tower, and there is a lightning that's hitting, right? It's a frequency. Frequency carries information. I know you're a very smart sign. You will appreciate this knowledge, just like you appreciated me talking about the pendulum a few readings ago. Many of you loved me talking about pendulum and how to overcome or transmit negativity, right? Positive thinking. So Libra, every person that has ever come into your life, every situation, whether there was an ending, painful ending, whatever, it was there for a reason for you. When you look back, you're going to realize and you're going to say, I wouldn't change a damn thing. I am who I am because of that. You never change your nature in terms of becoming evil or being nasty towards people. I think you evolved and you grew and you outgrew people too. So there was a major Tower moment here, and the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. I think a lot of you, maybe you saw this coming. One of the reasons that this Tower moment also happened, that it opened your third eye, it gave you another level of consciousness, expanded your understanding. But with the Moon, something was possibly hidden from you. The Moon represents hidden things, secret things, right? And it was just very difficult for you to digest that. So that Ace of Wands here that you had, either you were holding on to the Ace of Wands or you were the Libra who was giving that Ace of Wands. There was an ending here that happened with the world. A chapter here came to an end, closure here, and then there is the Six of Pentacles. So with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like for some of you, and the Two of Swords, you were possibly questioning, like, why was this person breadcrumbing me? Was this person dealing with more than one person? Was this person trying to keep me as a side chick, as a side person? Why were they not having like consistency when it came to the relationship here in the recent past? So I'm saying, so let's clarify the Ace of Swords in the recent past. And the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. I see here, Libra, a lot of you started focusing on career, on money. Some of you became popular, famous. Some of you started a business on your own. You could be a very well-known person. You could be like literally in the public's eye. And the Six of Wands, I feel like you gained some kind of public recognition. Libras are very humanitarian by their nature. They're very community focused, like community based, community focused type of signs. So a lot of you did something within a community. Maybe you became part of a group. Maybe you integrated yourself in some sort of a new social setting. I see here you evolving. I see here you working towards your finances. Some of you also started creating your business. Maybe you wanted to buy a mega house, okay, and do your own thing, buy your own car. I see here you thriving in the recent past. Now, in the present moment, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Three of Swords, a lot of you have come to a point where you're like, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to settle down. Ten of Pentacles. You're creating wealth for you. Maybe you're still making more money, but this has a lot to do with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, you know, overcoming this heartbreak. The fact that this person was avoidant, the fact that this person did not want to commit to you, it's not something that you have to completely like let it stop you from whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. A lot of you With the Ten of Pentacles, you could have dogs as well. You could have Labrador. I don't know why I always tell. Okay, let me just be honest with you. I always say those three names of the dogs because I love every dog, every animal. But maybe because I need to learn more animal like their breed names. All I know is German Shepherd, Labrador, Golden Retriever, my favorite breeds. Okay, there is also Pit Bull, Pug, Chihuahua, Australian Shepherd. I guess I know a few more, but whatever. So I'm saying, so pets, dogs, but maybe educate me. Let me know other dogs names that I can learn. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Three of Wands. For many of you, you could be dealing with the person that maybe this individual is actually like at a far distance. I do get this energy here that there is a lot of stress going on. Some of you are, like I said, you're overcoming the fact that there is a lot of overthinking that's been going on specifically about this person. It's like it's been challenging to get them out of your mind. You have been really wanting to remove this person out of your mind. Some of you might have just recently even said, you know what? Woke up in the middle of the night and you said, I wish I hadn't met them. I wish I hadn't met this person. But you met them for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You remember, you create your own universe and you have the power, Libroski, to change your life to the better. You can. Okay? It's not the end of the story. I want you to smile. I want you right now to straighten up your back, chest out, chin up, looking good. So I'm saying, it's going to be okay. It's going to be better. It's going to be easier. You've got this, Libra. Okay? I know a lot of you are going through a very difficult time right now and you're waiting. What are you doing while you're in this waiting period? You need to put yourself on a pedestal, first of all, and focus on yourself, focus on self-care, self-love. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So I'm saying a lot of you are in this place of like realizing, you know, I'm dealing with a person right now that is actually emotionally unavailable. With the Four of Cups, this person seems to be maybe emotionally unavailable or they're closed off. What do I do in this situation, right? And you're thinking about it. You're going back and forth in your mind, Libra, let's be honest. You're contemplating, should I give this a chance? Should I not give this a chance? And then you're heartbroken. And then something's just been really hurting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying... when I say heartbreak or a breakup, of course, it's at a different degree for every single person. It's not going to be the same. But what are you doing with this pain? Are you transmuting that? Are you taking this pain and turning into power? Are you taking that lead and turning into gold? You know what I'm saying? Your best revenge should be your paper and your personal glow up, looking thick, looking so good, so yummy. So I'm saying, so the Three of Swords is clarified by the Hermit, Virgo energy, Ace of Swords, Temperance, Sagittarius, and Justina. Libra is always showing up into their readings. So I'm saying that's you. This is the card of Libra in tarot. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius, any other sign, of course. But here is the thing. You know, you are your own healer. You have done a lot of work. You know how to bounce back. This is your bounce back game. I feel like a lot of you are becoming very clear that with the Temperance, you got to make sure you're pouring into your cup right now. A lot of you need to stop people pleasing. You need to pull your resources and your energy and pull it back and pour it back into yourself. Many of you have been overextending yourself, giving chance after chance to people. And I've already talked many times with Libras about stop being a people pleaser, okay? Stop being a professional people pleaser. You need to choose yourself. You need to not give a F about what others are gonna think of you, what others are gonna do to you. My Mars is in Libra, so when it comes to war, conflict, adversity, I transmute it. I'm very diplomatic in that sense, very diplomatic. That's a Libra trait, and that's my Mars. Because I don't declare war on any adversity. I just become successful, and I just transmit that energy, and I make sure that the tables always turn. Sprinkle, sprinkle, okay? And I'm a quadruple Leo. So this is your chance to do that. You hold the power. You can, yes, sit there and say, you know, it wasn't fair. This mother effer didn't want to commit. This person did this to me, this and that. Looking like, but you don't want to look like waking up and looking like who and why. You know what I'm saying? So you're starting to really heal yourself with the Temperance. Pouring, alchemizing. This is turning water into wine. That's what it means here. Okay, and you know, with the Justice here and the Eight of Cups, some of you could be disconnecting or starting to kind of walk away from this person. Could be also with the Eight of Cups that you're just taking a break from just thinking about it. You're doing something else. You're leaving. Clarified by the Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, Hangman, and the Chariot. Yeah. You are moving on. You're moving away. You're going towards a completely different direction. Some of you have been thinking for a long time to relocate, move to a new city, move to a new location. And you know, I know that in the future you're still going to contemplate about that, but something is becoming very clear here. You are dealing with somebody that also you're realizing, you know, you're dealing with a wounded person or someone that has a lot of work to do within themselves. And nobody is perfect. We're not here to sign bash or, you know, put anybody down. But this person you're dealing with the Nine of Wands, they got a lot of issues that need to heal. They need to deal with. They got a lot of, you know, they need a lot of tissues for some issues. Do you catch me? So that's why in the future, for many of you with the Chariot, you are saying, you know what, I'm actually moving towards something new. Some of you are going to pick up a new education, or you're going to get into new learning. You're going to start learning something, a course or university. Now the Lovers here in the future, let's clarify that. And the Page of Cups, it could be that this person may show up and apologize. It could be a new person. Let's find out in the future, because there is a relationship, there's a connection that's showing up. The Lovers is clarified by the Empress, the Three of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups, and the World. So for some of you, this could be a completely new person making an offer to you through a social group, through a social friends. That's what I'm seeing here. For others of you, it could be an apology coming, because also the Three of Cups means reconciliation and a reunion. That's very, I'm getting 20% of you. Some of you are going to be so focused on self-care with the Empress, where you're just really pouring into yourself and you're becoming extremely magnetic. There's a lot of eyes that are going to be on you. And I do see here that over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to receive some kind of an offer coming towards your way. And then you have the Page of Cups here showing up. So I'm saying, so let's clarify that for you. Page of Cups for you in the near future is clarified by the King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Devil at the bottom, Capricorn energy. So here is the thing. Let me elaborate. See how the King and the Queen are not looking at each other. They're backwards, okay? This Queen of Swords or the King of Swords is you. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra in this case. And the King of Wands is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You know, you have, see how the Queen of Swords she has her sword above the clouds and she's looking into the Five of Pentacles. And you all know I like to share some tarot knowledge. This is you, Libra, addressing the fact that this person has abandonment issues, and you're not blaming them for that. But I think you're addressing this, you're confronting the fact that also they're an avoidant. They're an avoidant. And you're addressing that. And you know this person is very stubborn. They got a big ego. They're not looking at you. This person is not looking necessarily to the Queen of Swords and saying, hey, let's talk about this issue. Let's resolve it. No, the King of Swords has his back turned against you. So this person's got a lot of work to do within themselves. That's what I'm seeing here. And what do you do meanwhile? You could still explore another opportunity. The Devil at the bottom of the deck can also mean codependency, substance abuse, toxic habits, all kinds of things that you just know that is just not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like you already know. And it could be also a third-party situation, and that third party, okay, that's gotta go. And I share the technique with you. Manifest the third party to be gone. Okay, a win is a win. So you get your person, but you gotta raise your standards and hold on to those standards, okay, and let them catch up, or give them an ultimatum. But you can also explore other options, because somebody is going to pique your interest. So let's get the advice for you and see what is the advice. What do you need to know, Libroski? And like I said before, when you go ahead and you hit the like button and you comment below, I'm going to be choosing 2 Libras for the month of June in the upcoming readings to pull cards for them. I'm going to try to do this as often as possible. So your advice here, dear Libra, you have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. 999 has been coming up in already a few signs. Aquarius got that as the oracle card. Pisces had that. So, you know, this is about the fact that many of you have lost your peace and you're wanting to gain it back. That's why the King of Pentacles is your challenge. Grounded and peaceful. So your advice here is the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. A lot of you have been thinking about taking action more towards career. You have been gearing more towards making a move, increasing your money, your financial situation. But you know, with the 9 of Wands, you gotta move away from the fact that, not move away, but you gotta look at this situation that ended not from a victimhood mindset as to why it happened to me. Why is life happening to me? Life is happening through you. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to close that chapter of pain and disappointment here. And also you gotta set some boundaries. That's what also the 9 of Wands can mean a lot of times, setting energetic boundaries. I think you gotta be very clear with this person. Even if they come around, you gotta make sure that they know when they're coming in full force, they better commit. They better actually do the work. Because your career and your money for some of you has been maybe even stranded or affected because of this situation. Your focus should be the 9 of Pentacles, creating your own wealth and becoming financially independent. Because that's also coming from a place of like peace and calm. You know, when people go through a breakup or they go through a traumatic experience, their body, their nervous system switches into, you know, it gets dysregulated. So they're getting into this fight and flight mode. And that's not good for a person. So regulating your nervous system, breath work, meditation, grounding yourself is going to help you. Trust me. Cold showers. I do that. Cold showers, journaling. People are going to say these are cheesy things, these are basic, but you know, that's what helps people. Not constant overstimulation, overconsumption. It's important to be mindful of what we consume, what we watch, who we watch. How do we allow others to speak into our lives? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see here coming for you. I see here abundance, growth in your abundance and in your finances quite fast. But also I'm getting here, the need here is for you to set boundaries. 9 of Wands. Especially when the devil is showing up at the bottom of the deck. Finally, let's see, dear Libroski, what is an important oracle card for you and what do you need to know? So you have expansion, yes. So the message here for you, Libra, it says you're being entrusted with more, both energetically and physically. Prepare to gain new territory and step into the roles of greater responsibility and influence. What is arriving in your life is a reflection of what you are now capable of holding. Oh my goodness, isn't this such a good statement? Let me elaborate the last sentence. The level of your nervous system, the level of your regulation of your nervous system determines how much money you can handle, how much wealth you can handle, and how healthy of a relationship can come into your life and how you can sustain a healthy relationship. Everything is about nervous system regulation. People who win millions of dollars in casinos, they lose it because they don't have that energy, that frequency to maintain that. Their nervous system is not used to that kind of a wealth, so they don't know what to do with it, right? So when we want to manifest something, a person, a thing, a house, a new car, right? Are we appreciating what we have right now? Are we being grateful? Are we feeling peaceful and calm when we see we're spending something? Do we look at those digits in our bank account as something, as an external environment? That's an external environment, right? How is that affecting our moods? How much of a control do those digits have on our moods, on our actions, on our behaviors? Someone doesn't text, someone is behaving this way. That's an external circumstance that may dominate the outer environment, dominate your internal environment. Your internal environment, your inner compass, Libra, is your nervous system regulation. Breath work, meditation, a lot of them are on YouTube for free. You're more than welcome to explore them for yourself and prepare your body ahead of the experience. You all know I love Dr. Joe Dispenza. I've invested money into the retreats that I've been to, 3 of his retreats, read his books. It is about preparing our bodies ahead of the experience. Meditate, close your eyes, visualize. How would you feel if wealth and money showed up in your life? How would a Libra feel if health was there, if you were just healthy, living in a healthy body, right? How would you feel if you're in a committed relationship? When you start preparing your body, okay, you feel these emotions. Your nervous system is feeling as if it's happening right now. So you're training your body, and guess what? Guess what? Your body is a host of a frequency. It hosts frequencies and vibrations. You're raising your vibration. Whatever you vibrate, what frequency on, you're gonna attract that to you. I'm getting chills right now. Quantum physics, metaphysics, esoteric knowledge, manifestation. I've read a lot of books and I'm still learning a lot of these, but I'm able to kind of digest it and break it down as easy as possible. And I want my viewers and I want my community to live the best life. I want everyone to be abundant. I want you to have the money, the abundance, the wealth, the success, the love, because it makes my world a better place. It makes your world a better place. You know, it's like me having a candle and a torch, coming and lighting up yours and lighting up another one, and you light up another one, and we all end up in a brighter room, because competition is a hoe and competition is an illusion. Nobody cares about competition. Okay, that's a lack mindset. We don't do no lack mindset here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So this is what I have for you, Libroski. I could talk more about this, but I just wanted to encourage that. I'm sure you got the point. Let me know into the comment section. I love you and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.